Lobby of Ramsey Solutions. Kris and Anna are with us. Hey, guys, how are you?
Good, Dave. How are you today?
Great.
Better than I deserve. Welcome, welcome. You're here to do a debt-free scream. Where do you live?
Myrtle Beach.
Awesome. Well, welcome to Nashville.
Thank you, sir.
How much have you guys paid off?
$118,000.
Wow. How long did that take?
6.5 years.
Whoa. Making what kind of money during that time?
Well, it started at around 105, and now we're at around 120,000.
Excellent. What do you guys do for a living?
I'm a teacher, third grade.
Awesome.
And I sell construction materials.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, is this your house you paid off?
No, sir. That's just a lot of stupid decisions. We had a lot of fun the first 9 years of marriage.
I hear you. What kind of debt was this?
9 credit cards, student loans, personal loan, car payment.
Okay.
A little bit of everything.
All right. Cool. Cool. So what's the story? What happened 6.5 years ago that got you on this journey?
Well, it's my testimony. I was doing things on my own, and basically was literally everything, all of my hope and trust and everything was in my credit cards and my income, and things went really well for many years, especially in the construction industry. And it got to the point where things just didn't continue to go well, and I hit rock bottom. And that was around 2008, and I just surrendered. And it was funny. We went to church one Sunday, and I wasn't really into it then. I was just there for my wife. And a couple gave their testimony, and they talked about Dave Ramsey. And I'd never heard your name before, and I went home from church that day, and I researched you, and just it started from there. The church had a class, and we attended it, and it's just changed my life. So we're here for no other reason to thank you. You personally and you and your ministry have changed my life, and it's just been an awesome ride for me this past 6.5 years. And
Wow.
It all started with hearing your name and knowing I had to make a change, and God just using you.
Wow. Well, I'm honored. You guys are incredible. It's a long time to stick with it. And you're kind of failing to mention that the construction industry pretty much disappeared that year. It just, there was nothing, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, and so you guys were really hit the wall income-wise that year, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Or it's really scary anyway.
It
Yes, sir.
was.
So you guys had been married how long at that point?
9 years.
At that point when you changed everything. So
Pretty
15
much, yes.
now.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, 16 tomorrow.
Oh, well, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good. Get to celebrate in Nashville, I hope.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
Very good. That's fun. So, Anna, he starts Googling this weird guy and says, we're going to this class at church. And what did you think?
I was thrilled because I have been praying for our family for a long time, and just knew that we weren't in a good place. Romans 12:2 says that you're not to conform any longer to the pattern of this world, where we were chasing this world. Yes. We were just grasping on to this world as hard as we could, and we realized that we saw you do this illustration. The more that you hold on to your money and other things, you're not free to open yourself up to what can come and the blessings that can come. And so when all of this changed and we went to financial peace and we learned what God says about money, and we sort of opened that up to Him and gave more, and it transformed our family, our marriage first. Just the communication that we had to do the budget and to talk through this stuff and to really work through it. And then it transformed our whole family. And, we thank the Lord for that, and we thank you for your teaching.
Wow, that's incredible. Very, very cool. Very well done. So what was the biggest struggle during, because 6.5 years is a long time. What was the one time that you almost gave up?
I don't know that we ever almost gave up. I think that the struggle, you've already mentioned it, was we went into debt when construction and the business was good. And so to try and start this plan with literally at that point, I mean, when things were good, the income was around 130, 140. So to go to 105 and start to do this plan, the numbers just, they didn't make sense. And to start tithing, we weren't tithing before that. And so to start tithing and just honoring God and trusting in Him, and Him providing, that I think was the hardest part, was just having to stick to that budget, because we were already on less money than what we were used to, and now we were trying to live within a budget. And so it was like Anna mentioned, it was constant communication and honoring that budget and not going away from it. And it honestly, through all this, saved our marriage. I mean, we were in a bad place when all that started. So, I mean, it's just done all kinds of stuff. I mean, the kids, they're seeing this. They understand budgets. They understand that you don't have it if you can't afford it. So it's one thing to tell them that, but when you're not doing it, they're not going to follow that. So they're seeing us save for even for small things. We wanted to come here. We couldn't do it without saving the money. So they knew that we were trying to put some money away to be able to make this trip. So it's just been awesome.
Yeah, they're going to do what you do, aren't they?
Yes, sir.
Not what you say. So congratulations. You guys are fun. This is great. So the big question we always ask is, what do you tell people the key to paying off $118,000 is, and being able to stick with it for 6.5 years and beat on this? I mean, people can't do things for 6.5 minutes in this culture. And you guys stuck with this plan for 6.5 years. That's amazing. Tell people how you do that.
It was really hard. I think prayer, number one, and, because, we can do all things through Christ. And, but, just the fortitude that it takes to sustain that for 6.5 years. We just continued to encourage each other. We wrote the new debt number on the bathroom mirror, and at the end of every month when all the bills were paid, Kris would come home with the new debt number, and all of us would go in the bathroom and try to guess what the new number was going to be, and we'd erase it together and celebrate. And that just really kept us going, especially that last year.
Yeah, very cool. So was it harder when you first started or harder when you saw the finish line?
For me, it was harder towards the finish line. I think it was almost, a fear of this. It's been just something that's been a struggle for so long to see the finish line. It was like almost too good to be true to go. It's just become so normal to know that so much money each month was going towards, credit cards and other things, and to see those going away, it was, just, again, I think it's the fear for me that what's going to happen that's going to cause us to still have more. How are we really going to be free from all of this and be able to go to that next baby step?
Yeah, when you can see the light or see the tape that you're getting ready to cross there on the finish line, it's a little bit surreal. And it creates a weird moment in your mind. Yeah, that's interesting. Very cool.
Dave, I do want to mention, too, the thing for us that was especially me, seeing how it changed my life, we couldn't, we've told everybody about you, the plan, budgets, whatever. We just wanted to reach out. So, I mean, literally within the first year of us starting your plan, we were doing little home studies. We were getting involved with the church, just trying to, there were so many people that weren't trying to figure out how to become wealthy, but they were coming to us just seeing us. They saw where our marriage was, and they saw where we were going through this process. And so we were able to work with folks and just help them with their budgets and just give them a plan, because they'd come to us and just say, we're not trying to become wealthy right now. We just can't make ends meet. And you guys are struggling, but you seem happy. What's going on? So we were able to use your resources in our home, and just as we were doing it, have folks come alongside of us and do it with them. So one, it kept us motivated, because it's hard to go talk about this stuff and not be practicing what you're preaching. So that was huge. And again, just being able to help other folks and just see, especially from a marriage standpoint, we do marriage ministry at our church, and to see how it saved our marriage, and what, like you say, the number one cause of divorce is marriage fights. And, our fights ended when we just started talking about, how to fix this. Our situation didn't get better right away, but, our marriage certainly did, just from getting on the same page. So
awesome. All right, what are your sons' names and ages?
Myers is 11 and Tillman's 9.
All right, Myers and Tillman, Kris and Anna, $118,000 paid off from Myrtle Beach in 6.5 years, making 105 to 120. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
We're debt-free!
Great job, you guys. Very, very well done. I love it, I love it, I love it. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.